So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new episode. It's a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi, sitting here back in my apartment. Did we record last week also in mine?
No, it was in my apartment when we were talking about me not liking roller coasters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got to get into that because I got some feedback.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know who have been commenting on how I'm like a little baby for not liking roller coasters.
Baby is not the word that people use. I had 3 different people use another word.
Oh,
let's
use
who are
it.
you first?
Oh, my name is Vivek Mahbani. I am the guy on the bench at Ocean Park paying full price for nothing but just like a stable seat.
Right.
That's
so if
me.
you're finding this episode because of our guest or the name in the title, that is a very popular name, and you're like, ooh, what is that about? You should go back. This is episode 126 or 7, whatever this one is. Go to the one before. And if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, go to the last 10 minutes where for some reason we go completely off topic and I start giving Vivek shit for not liking roller coaster.
Exactly.
And then you defend
apparently
yourself.
Muhammad likes a dictatorship where if he feels some certain way about something, everybody should.
Yeah, of course. That's how I grew up.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's very top
By
down.
all means,
Yeah.
Pyramid boy.
Pyramid boy, exactly. So, but anyway, go back and listen to that. So, because we did this at the last episode, we have some very nice follower people who are listening to the podcast weekly. I'm avoiding the word fans. I feel like it's such a douchey thing to say.
Oh, well, okay.
But I think followers is even worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're some sort of religious cult,
Exactly.
you know? My followers and disciples, please, don't Judas me. Anyway.
I had a t-shirt that were all over the road here, but I had a t-shirt that said 3 new followers, and it's just a guy with a rucksack and 3 guys just following him.
There you go. That's pretty good.
I bought it from like Bangkok for $1.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good one.
It's a very cute t-shirt.
I'll take that.
So, when we had the whole thing about roller coaster, and we had 3 different people call you a pussy, which could not make me happier.
That's okay. I'm okay with
You're
that.
right, Vivek is a pussy. I'm like, nice.
I'll take it, man. you say whatever you want to say, but remember the day will come when Ocean Park pays me like some sort of endorsement deal.
For what? Not taking the roller coaster?
To encourage people who don't like amusement parks to come to amusement parks.
What are you talking about?
Dude, there's another thing for people like me, watching other people go nuts on roller coasters. That's a lot of fun.
You want people to pay money to Ocean Park to not take the rides?
Yeah. It's a win-win situation, right? The line doesn't get longer. They're still getting admission tickets, and I'm a happy guy.
Why would people pay for that?
Just like you go hiking, buddy. Why would you do that?
Hiking is free, dumbass.
No, well,
I think you're losing it.
The time and energy you're wasting to hike up there and the calories gone. The number of croissants you're going to have after that hike.
Your arguments are all over the place. I feel like you're kind of losing it a bit.
I definitely am. I'm sure after Jason Leung's show this weekend, I've probably lost it already.
Your brain is going to fry after this one.
Anyway.
We're actually, by the time you guys are listening to this, Jason Leung's show already happened.
Yes.
He killed it, both shows. I opened on all of the shows.
That's right.
Absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm about to perform in Singapore tomorrow. By the time you're listening to this, if you're listening on the Monday, Tuesday, it's already happening right now as you are listening on Tuesday. And but let's go back to real time, which is today is Wednesday, and we have a very special guest. I was actually thinking before we bring in the guest, because someone was asking me, like, I was telling someone who the guest is, and they're like, oh, that's so exciting. And you guys used to do a lot of guests. And I said, well, okay, because of COVID, we kind of changed the format a little bit.
Correct.
And then we got comfortable, you and I. And then a lot of people seem to like it, that it's just you and I just kind of catching up. And
well, then we can tell our guest to leave today.
That's kind of what I was getting at. We're just going to have his name on the title, the name and the fancy place he runs.
Get them to tune in just enough to get the hit.
Exactly.
And then we're done.
Because now they're like 4 minutes and it's like, where the fuck is the guy? We want to know what is the perfect egg tart recipe. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. Tell us what's the trick. What time does it come out of the oven? What time do you have to line up? What's a strategic move?
This is not even a joke. Liam Collette, everyone. Liam, you are the managing director for Bakehouse, correct?
Correct.
And we have been friends for a few years as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And you manage something else. But I have a very special request, first of all, from your neighbor, not your personal neighbor, a friend who lives across the street from the Soho Bakehouse. She literally lives in the building where Katana is.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
right?
Okay, yeah.
upstairs.
Oh.
And she goes, I told her I'm interviewing you, and she said, can you make a special request? Can you ask him to move the fuck away because she can't stop herself from buying? No, from buying.
Oh,
No,
dude, same,
she's like,
man.
can you just ask him to move 2 blocks away so I can go down the street without smelling it and going in like a zombie?
Yeah,
No.
that bread smell, buddy. Like it was done on purpose. I know you had two exits and entrances over there on purpose, so like the airflow. The number of times I've walked past the escalator and I'm in a good mood. Everything's good. And I'm like, I need that. What is that?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
the product just speaks for itself, doesn't it? And the queues. I mean, I'm a recent joiner there. I've been there 5 weeks now.
Uh-huh.
So
That's wild.
Oh my god, I'm putting on weight hand over fist. It's yeah, I've still not finished eating my whole way through the menu yet.
Yeah. What was the first item that you chose to eat versus the things that they made you eat?
I've been choosing the whole time, and but egg tarts were number
Right.
one, then croissant.
Yeah.
Then the strawberry Danish. Oh my god! And then I got into the savouries. The chicken pie. Oh my
Right. We're in trouble now.
Look, I know a lot of British people, and their favourite saying is "real men don't eat quiche," but they haven't had a bakehouse quiche. yet.
Yeah.
Right.
They might have had a coronation quiche.
Yeah. Well, for me, I can tell you this though. Like one thing I definitely do after a long day. I know, all jokes aside, the double chocolate cookie.
Yeah.
That chocolate cookie, like to the point that Soho guys know that if I'm lining up, they already have the cookie in a bag waiting for me. And if I walk in and
You
there's
also live right there.
I'm like 2-3 minutes away from it, so
Yeah.
it's even worse because now I have to pass it. There's no other choice. I'm not going to walk up the slope when there's an escalator, and so
Mo-
therefore, yeah.
My sister used to have an obsession with, she'd go through phases of obsessions about different things. And there was a bakery in Melbourne that was, one day they did, I think, date, and one day was sultana.
Oh, no.
Or scones.
Yeah.
And she'd go only on the day of, I think it was the date scones.
Yeah.
I don't think she had the best customer manner.
Yeah.
And one day she said she got there and she noticed the lady was sort of reaching down a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And then handed it over, and it's in a brown paper bag. And then she walked off, and it was the other day's scone.
No.
That saved one
Oh,
for
no.
her, just as a bit of a, we don't really like you. We want you to know.
Yeah. You're not welcome back here, even though you've been making a lot of money for us, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, Bakehouse has a smart strategy. Like your garlic focaccia. First of all, let me explain something. Well, have you ever had their focaccia?
I have not, no.
Okay, let me explain something.
Yeah.
They do it in a limited edition version. In other words, it's not there all day like the croissants and everything.
Yeah.
Like you guys have smartly done that where it's come to a point where I walk in there looking for a cookie and I see the focaccia. I'm like, damn, it's either
have
now
it,
or
yeah.
never.
Yeah.
So I better buy this. That's another. Is that on purpose or just the ovens are limited?
There's limited space. There's definitely limited space,
Yeah.
and certain things do run out, and it's harder to. There's a long prep time for focaccia
Yeah.
relative to others.
Okay,
but,
okay. I'll forgive you for that one. I mean,
Do you have,
I
yeah.
I was really like, because I love it to the point that I'll eat the whole thing on its own.
Oh.
So first of all, let me
Is it
explain something.
big?
So it's a size of maybe 1.5 hands.
Right.
Okay, so let me explain something. So I go to Pure in Soho at Kinnick Center. I work out, do my whole thing, and I'm like, you know what? I'll treat myself to one cookie. I go there. The guy tells me there's no cookie, but there's focaccia, and I'm like, oh, let's do this. I go home and
I'm
eat the
sure
focaccia.
he sees you coming up and he just hides the
In a brown
cookies.
paper bag.
No, he hides it. He's like, see, there is no cookies.
If the day comes I go to Bakehouse and they give me a chocolate cookie in a brown paper bag, I will never go back again. I'll know
Make
what's
sure it's
happening.
there for you.
Exactly, yeah. I'll take that.
Are you? Did you grow up like with a big on baking and stuff?
No, not well. I remember my great grandmother and my grandmother used to, make cakes, and you'd be in there a little bit, but it faded. As soon as I sort
Right.
of moved out of home or anything like that.
Because when I met you, you're managing Pizza Express in Hong Kong, which is also sort of baking.
Yeah. I've really not moved far.
Right.
In recent career.
Yeah.
So one's got an oven with dough, the other's got an oven with dough.
Yeah.
But very different phases of development and things like that. But
I was actually curious, how do you jump to the highest position of a company? Like, how do you start as managing director? Because that means you have no ambition.
Yeah, you just went straight and I'll tell you how to
Right.
do this.
There is no way up anymore.
there's always, it doesn't matter where you are in a company, everyone's got a boss.
Do you have a you don't have a boss though? Who's the
so
boss?
The two
Investors.
the two founders of the
Oh,
company.
the founders. Okay,
The two
so I
founders,
clearly I'm not in the business of business.
yeah, but it doesn't matter who you are in the world. You've got
Right.
a boss somewhere along the way.
Sure.
You know, you've got shareholders in companies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I guess every book will tell you the ultimate boss is your clients and customers. You know.
Yes, I was
They're the
gonna say
ones-
in our line
Yeah.
of work, that's look, we both Vivek and I both have our own companies
Yeah.
running promotions and managing ourselves. But then our bosses are the customers.
Yeah,
'cause
true.
If they suddenly decide to not like us anymore, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, you can't tell everyone to.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
You know, someone's got to. You got to make money somehow.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? Oh,
yeah.
So I want to ask you because okay, I go to Bakehouse enough that I've seen a lot of inside little things that happen. First of all, I do like the technique of the bag opening without just the simple. It's the flick.
There's a
It's that
flick, yeah.
that kind of thing. Was that in any way on purpose or simply just a thing that happens
I
in the
think
world?
it's just the knack.
It's just the knack of it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's really cool. Like I like that whole attitude of like that.
Is everyone doing it?
Everyone, dude. Every single time, like it could be for one cookie, for 20
Liam, is
croissants,
that on
whatever.
purpose?
I like how we're asking him all these things.
Yeah.
Like they do that.
Yeah.
I just
I hope
make
so.
them-
I
make
hope
them
so.
run.
I'm going to be looking for in the training manuals for
Yeah.
Yeah.
the standard operating procedures.
How do you open a bag?
Just,
Yeah, I like that.
Flip to the
Honestly, because like when you go and then they do that, you're like, oh, these guys know their stuff.
Yeah.
those bags are amazing though.
Yeah.
You walk around Hong Kong.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
recognize it, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, the level of branding, it's been brilliant.
I mean,
Absolutely
you
brilliant.
know the day has come when people actually go to the store and they ask for an extra bag. Just for the bag.
Yeah.
Like, it's a matter of time. Honestly, like, the number of people on Instagram taking photos of this. Because, let's be very honest.
The bag is free, right?
Technically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I can technically just
Well,
walk in.
For the customer.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
for
customer.
customer. Yeah,
Now,
obviously.
to become a customer, it requires some sort of payment. You know,
Yeah.
so whatever it takes. I bet there have been people I've seen where they actually ask for egg tarts and they want separate bags. They don't even want the box anymore. They just want separate
Right.
bags for that.
Just so you
Per
can carry
tart.
them around
yeah,
Soho.
per tart. Yeah,
Yeah.
the parade and take the photos of like I have so much stuff. It's like no, you have
But
3 egg tarts.
You go back in time. People were doing that with Starbucks cups, you know,
Yeah.
particularly
Oh,
in
yeah.
China and things like that.
Yeah, it's a status. It
yeah.
still happens in Egypt, by the way. Starbucks
Wow.
is like a first date kind of place where you like when you want to impress your date, you take them to Starbucks.
When was the last time you were in Egypt?
5 years ago. Yeah.
Is this new info or is this
No,
old
no,
info?
no. It has been. This, like, I still have friends and family there. It's
Taking-
still the same.
Taking people to Starbucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, never did, but like people do. Also, KFC and Pizza Hut and stuff.
Oh, wow.
That is
Yeah.
still you know, I don't even remember the last time I stepped foot in McDonald's anywhere in the world.
That's like the 4 seasons.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Egypt's like, oh shit, we're eating at McDonald's tonight. Let's
Oh.
go. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this,
La-di-da.
like, so what's the okay? So your way of working, I can already see that the food F&B kind of, well, not really F&B, but more like the food. Well, yeah, Pizza Express was F&B technically, right? So
Yeah, it's for F&B.
But was it always an interest, or you got into it and you just started saying, I understand the game? Like, what got you into this angle?
So I twisted sort of career, twists and turns. First job was working for General Motors, Holden, in Melbourne.
And that's
at
where
an-
you're from.
Yeah, at an engine company. I was in the finance department. I did a sandwich year.
Yeah.
And I realised that the guys in the finance department, the best ones, had been to the big four, one of the big four, big five accounting firms back in the day. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll go do that. And then I qualified as an accountant, working for Deloitte in Melbourne.
Okay.
And then when I qualified, I jumped on a plane and went to London. And then I got a job working at a bank. That wasn't the most fun job I've ever had, but I learned a hell of a lot. I had a really amazing boss. And I learnt just an absolute ton from him. And then global financial crisis came and they got rid of my boss. And I thought, don't like
Yeah.
this
Is your
place.
background accounting?
Yeah, so a chartered accountant.
Me too. I
What?
said, no, seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my major is accounting.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I would have never guessed that.
No, yeah, but I put myself like mentally working in a bank, and I never did it, and I already contemplated suicide thinking about working in a bank. I'm like, this is not for me. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
So I was working on cost reduction program. I
Yeah.
was managing the projects from a finance perspective, but I got to work with all these different consultants from all over. And you know, people would come to us with everything from crazy ideas to very sensible things. But we had 100 million quid to spend annually. on cost reduction, which there was a saying at the time, costs walk on two legs. So it was a lot of redundancies,
Yeah.
and
Right.
it was a pretty dark sort of job from that
And
perspective.
that's 2008, 9?
Around that time, yeah.
So you'd have to be the bad guy, basically. Like,
Yeah,
you'd be looking
yeah,
at
yeah.
this, we don't need this, and that could be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or you can be like that George Clooney in that movie.
Yeah,
Up
yeah.
in the air.
That's sort of, you kind of go and people...
You're a ginger George Clooney.
Whoa. Hey,
Cold.
I do not endorse. Yeah.
But the conversations were never that welcoming with people because
Yeah.
ultimately, cost reduction and productivity improvement. Anyway, I quit there when my boss left.
But
and-
let me ask you this real quick. So you had to be the bad guy and deal with a lot of this. Did you find that you enjoyed that, or did you find that it was a real challenge, or did you learn how to say the nice things, about the bad
Well,
message?
I didn't have to. It wasn't so much George Clooney as going in and talking to people. It was more, all right, working with people to work out benchmarking. This department does the exact same thing as this department, but this department's got 40% more staff, and
Yeah.
they did the same sort of volume.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, maybe this one's overstaffed. So it was, and then you'd be going down and talking to people.
So did you get like a power trip? You walk in there, you're like, you and you and you.
Never got that bad.
Okay.
But
okay.
then, I got out of that because it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
And then dealing with you'd talk to people in the banks and they'd be like,
You get stuck here. You do the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when I did leave, a lot of people that I knew working in banks would say to me things like, oh, and I was my next job was at Pizza Express, and they were like, oh man, I'd love to do something in F&B, but I just get paid too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got one life here.
Yeah,
Come
dude.
on.
Yeah.
So how did Pizza Express come about? So you're in London.
Yeah.
You're firing people left and right.
Yeah.
And then you're not liking it.
And he goes into a pizza store. He's like, they're firing up the oven. I could do this segue. I go, yeah.
But, well, actually, when I was at Holden, we had a foundry there as well. So they were essentially baking metal to make
Oh.
engines.
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
you've
um,
always been just like
Yeah.
somewhere.
You were something about fire.
Fire.
It's all about fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you, like, if you went to like a feng shui master, he'd look at you and be like, your sign is water. You're like, what? That doesn't make sense. I thought it was fire.
You know, it's bullshit. You're like
Yeah, exactly.
fake ass you.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like,
Give me the real guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
For 200, it's fire. Whatever you want.
Your spirit animal is dragon.
Yeah, so actually, I bumped into one of the partners from Deloitte, where I worked in Melbourne, and she had a connection with Pizza Express. I ended up meeting the sort of chairman and then the finance director of the company that held it, and
Was it
Where is
over
Pizza
lunch?
Express from?
London.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
So-
London.
Yeah, it's UK.
Started
It's
in
UK.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the place, because like, yeah, because I remember when I was in UK in London as well, I saw that as well, and I think it was the original. Yeah, but
Yeah, the
so
whole of the UK. I mean, it is
it's huge, right?
saturated.
Yeah.
with,
So, but
Pizza
I'm
Express.
curious.
It's a
So
massive brand
when
there.
they did meet you, was it just they were just curious about you, or you were looking for something?
I was looking for something. I'd left and was just looking for a job. And I got talking to sort of some of the senior guys and told them some of the things that I've been working on. And they were like, look, it's not lift and drop, but it's similar themes. We need to improve our sort of productivity. So working out, where are we overstaffed? And where are there opportunities to put more stuff on to drive more sales?
Yeah, so
and things like
optimization
that.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, the themes are similar, but the application's so different. And then working in F&B people, just so much more fun.
There's a bit of creativity there as well that
Huge.
they're open
And
to that.
people were pulling, this is how we do it, but come in, let's have a look and see if there's other ways that we can do this differently.
Would you say the level of bureaucracy was very different from the banking industry? Because that's the one thing I noticed whenever we're with any sort of financial thing, the bureaucracy level of
Yeah.
like, that's how it is. This is our boss. We don't change none of that.
I was amazed. I'm like, oh, gee, we've just changed something. Less than a week, I'd put out a new marketing thing. I'd given them I'd looked at something and said, oh, why don't we do a deep discount on this sort of day? And it went gangbusters. I'm like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Yeah.
And then within a couple of months, I had a pizza on the menu that I'd been talking to one of the chefs. Like, I really like this pizza. Can we? Do you think we can?
Yeah,
And
put this
it
up,
was,
yeah.
It was something from Melbourne, essentially, that I just
Wait,
kinda
so
got
you
redone.
just kind of
Like, I
suggested,
missed
like
this-
created the pizza?
Yeah, I'm like, I miss this pizza that I used to have at home.
Yeah.
And what
Can
is
we,
it?
That was, you'd love it.
What is it? Is it
Pork
bacon?
sausage.
And, oh yeah, of course. That's why. Of course.
Lots of sausage on it,
Yeah.
and and then they put a bit of a spin on it, put some fresh mozzarella on there as well, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
And that became your creation. So
Yeah.
so you would say you enjoyed the idea of that you would go in there with these ideas, and it wasn't just like I threw it out there and whatever happens, whatever the boss likes, it's like they're like, yeah, great, let's do it. You're just like, what?
Yeah. And people were, and at that stage, I think they were in a process of really professionalizing.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the ideas that I had were coming from, really professional places.
What was your role at Pizza Express
I
first?
started off as head of finance in the UK, just looking at the UK business.
Right.
And when I started there, I was told, "Oh, the finance team set the budget. We'll never win Team of the Year." And the last year that I was sort of running the finance, we won Team of the Year, which was quite rewarding. But
Right.
It was a really just hard-working team, and the bloody IT team would win it every year.
Yeah.
It was
I bet you
very
they just rigged
satisfying.
it. Who was the IT team for like
yeah.
a program?
The team, a lot of the team voted, and it was like, why the team? They don't deal with any of the sort of head office.
Yeah.
Except occasionally they deal with the IT team. So
Yeah.
you vote for the people you know.
Yeah,
So the IT team used to win all the time.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did Hong Kong come in the picture then?
Then fast forward a little bit, I got involved in the international business. So one of the first places we went was, that I went was India. So Mumbai, when we just launched.
But back then, India didn't have Pizza Express yet.
No,
right?
we just launched. So I was doing sort of one day a week, getting involved in the international business. And the first sort of trip I took was India, and it was a joint venture. And India is just an amazing place.
Yeah.
And then I got more.
Was a
and
lot
more.
of people excited to eat something with their hands without anyone judging them?
Hey!
Finally!
Man, we had chili flakes on the table, and I did see one bloke who just. It was literally a container of chili flakes, and on one pizza he emptied the whole container.
So this is
He's
what I
like,
do.
not spicy enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Take the hint, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
The question is, how
That's
often have you
great.
seen customers come in and they see the little chili flake jar and open the whole lid and just pour it over?
Yeah, yeah,
right?
that's what he did.
That's what I would do as well. But with Parmesan cheese. I'm not a chili guy, but cheese. Yeah, give me that big full jar. I'm like, oh, you made a wrong move, buddy.
Well, we initially were putting out, the wet wipes. You see them. You used to see them a lot in Hong Kong. Are they back at the moment?
Oh, the wet wipes, dude. We have upgraded to the point like every bag in Hong Kong has wet wipes and alcohol wipes and sanitizer now. So
Yeah.
if you show up with wet wipes, they're like 99%. I got better stuff than that.
we had we were giving out wet wipes in the beginning when we first opened it, but you're just like, where are all these wet wipes going?
Yeah.
Because
People are
people are
just-
just pocketing them?
Yeah. Oh, could I get some more wet wipes?
Oh, welcome to this side of the world, buddy.
Well, and then our partner said to me once, we've done a real productivity saving. I'm like, oh, tell me. Yeah, we used to have this guy who would stand at the back door, and when a delivery came, he'd let them in. I'm like, oh, okay, great. What did you do? We got a security sensor. I'm like, do you mean a doorbell? And they got rid of a guy.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I went to the head office, and they had not one but two T-boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Of
like,
course.
why have we got T-boys? It's
Yeah.
like,
Full time.
we need,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's
he's-
just-
yeah. Because so from my experience, about seeing my uncles and everything in India, it's so common. For example, like depositing a check, there's the check boy. Like you don't go to the bank and deposit it. You
just
have this
give it
boy
a
that
boy.
the boy will do it. Like it's one of those things, right?
Well,
Where-
it's basically creating employment.
Correct, yeah.
Sure.
And
Oh, that never happens in Hong Kong.
the where you pay a toll. There's
Yeah.
a C-Link in Mumbai.
Uh-huh.
I went there, just sitting in the car, and they'd placed the guy really high, so you couldn't actually pass your money up to the guy.
Yeah.
So there had to be a guy in the middle who passed the money. And then there was the boom gate.
Yeah.
But the boom gate didn't work that fast, so they actually had a guy standing
it, right?
in front of he'd stand in front of the boom gate.
Yeah.
And the boom gate, he was basically the boom gate.
Yeah, he would stop the cars. Yeah.
So instead of having one guy, you had three guys.
So when you saw that, did the old redundancy guy that you were like, this needs to go?
Oh,
I'm writing letters to every
it
department.
just made me so angry.
Right.
Just from the productivity side of me, it's like, this is just wrong. And you can fully automate it, and it'll be a better customer experience.
And if you were to outsource that kind of idea,
You're in the same country.
exactly, they would. These are the people who are doing it for every other country, but they're also like, no, don't.
Well, the car in front of me kind of bent down once, and I thought, oh, this is odd. And then so there's a bit of a backlog, and then 1, 2, 3 go through, and then he sort of pops up and he just floored it. Two guys jumping out of the way.
I don't want to get too far off from where we want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So
Then I went to so I started working more and more on the international business, and then we actually launched in Beijing as well after that. And then we got...
And that's the first shop in mainland or
no,
Greater China?
There was already in Hong Kong and Shanghai, Shenzhen.
Okay.
But they were a franchise business.
Right.
And we went into Beijing because it was a private equity owned businesses that wanted to sell. And they thought there was a good chance to sell to Chinese private equity. But a stronger sort of sales story if we launch in Beijing. So we launched in Beijing, so ended up going out to Beijing a bit. And then we ended up being bought by a Chinese private equity firm. And then we bought out the Hong Kong business and the Shanghai business. And then I moved out to Hong Kong to run the Hong Kong business.
Right.
And everything outside of mainland China, essentially.
And everything in Asia, you mean?
Asia, Middle East.
Yeah.
So I had company-owned stores here, Singapore, and UAE. So I had to go there a fair bit. And then franchise stores in Kuwait. We got into Philippines, Indonesia.
Was it Americana in Kuwait or
Al Shire?
Al Shire? Okay, yeah.
The
I used to
big
work.
boys.
Yeah, the big boys.
They're amazing.
I used to work for the company that makes furniture for the chain restaurants, and they're based in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And I was the regional manager for the Middle East. So all of these guys were my clients. That's like 10 years ago.
God.
So I would just go to the Middle East and do inspection on like the Americana guys, like KFC and TGI Fridays and stuff like that. It's a lot of money in that business there in the Middle East. It's crazy how much they care about like the fast food.
Now, I'm
it's
curious
not even
though,
fast food.
when you go to these new places, especially with pizza, how much of is there education to the audience as well? Like I'm thinking Hong Kong. Growing up over here, the only pizza we really knew was Pizza Hut and Spaghetti House at best. And when Pizza Express came in, they were like, oh, we got this type of pie, we got like the thin crust. You're like, well, hold on, what?
Yeah.
What was the difference? I have no idea what I just know cheese and dough. That's all I know. And did you find there was a lot of that where people would come in, they didn't really understand?
When you go into new markets, a lot of Pizza Hut has broken a lot of ground for people, so people understand pizza, I think, globally, but people are used to eating pizza out of a cardboard box.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they know. And Domino's certainly cemented that as well, pushing that around the globe. So, but I think all foods, people's palate always moves towards something that's more authentic. So, and there were, bits and pieces. So if you go into certainly Shanghai for mainland China, there's a lot of sort of authentic and Neapolitan style pizza places there, and have been for quite a while.
There's this place, Home Slice, in Shanghai that has opened when I was there. They do like American style, like big pies and stuff, but they're killing it. I think they're still doing really well.
Yeah.
But
Last I saw
Shanghai
that.
people know now, like, you can't just have a Pizza Hut. We're like, that's pizza. They're like, no, we know.
But you go into some of the smaller places and they've got, is it Caesar Pizza? They were famous in...
Little Caesar?
Not Little Caesar, Caesar.
Just Caesar.
Yeah,
Like the Caesar himself.
This is a Chinese brand.
Yeah.
They're not messing around with the little one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think it was Caesar, and but they pioneered the durian pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, inevitable. It's a matter of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Also, if you're listening to this episode right now and you're like, where the fuck is Bakehouse?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are 100% right. We will get to it.
Yeah, relax.
This guy is so interesting.
Yeah.
That we want to learn about every step to lead him to Bakehouse. But please stay on the episode.
Yeah, yeah,
We
we're
will
getting
talk
there.
about
It's on the
Bakehouse.
to-do list to get to.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry.
So you're here managing Pizza Express, and that's how. When did you move to Hong Kong?
So 7 years ago, I'm coming up on PR.
Hey.
Oh, you haven't had PR yet.
Actually, I think it might have been. Yeah, it's around now.
Around now.
Yeah, I
This
need to
is
find
a
out the
success we
forms.
have to be.
Exactly.
When you're like, oh, I
You
got
don't
PR,
even
you
care
know.
about
yeah.
PR.
I got bigger problems to deal with, man.
Well, I went to the website and it looked like it was hard work.
Yeah, it really, yeah. It
was like,
actually is.
oh.
yes,
Oh,
in a
while
way.
managing Pizza Express is
Yeah.
easy work.
It's like, yeah, God forbid you got to fill a few forms,
Well,
man.
the forms are fine, but then they're like, "Oh, give us the evidence of this."
That's
this, and
where
this.
that's
I'm
where
like,
the
what?
yeah, that's where the optimization version. You're like, why do you need evidence? Have you seen my name card? Do you know
Right,
where
yeah.
I work? Have a pie,
Yeah.
buddy. Have a pie. I'm saying, man, you walk into immigration with like a freshly baked like sourdough or something. These guys even be like, "Oh, Bakehouse," and you're like, "Not a bribe. I actually work here."
Just stamp this.
Yeah, just stamp this exactly. They're like done and done.
Just so you know, the voice you heard is Vivek Mabawani, and
Yeah.
I do not endorse anything he's saying right now. I don't have my PR yet, so I do not stand for bribery. I don't think you should walk into immigration tower bribing anybody. I think you should follow the law, and I
Yeah.
think you should fill in the forms and be an
course.
upstanding citizen. Liam, okay?
Yeah. But if I walk around with a bag and
Yeah, what are you
It
gonna do,
depends
right?
on the kind of bag.
Yeah,
If
exactly,
you're talking
yeah.
about a bakery bag.
Yeah.
When you just say a bag, that sounds even worse.
With the bag. That's true.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to charge me money.
Oh, even worse. That's not helping at all.
No, it's not helping.
The imagery is not shifting at all.
That's how I'm sure I'm going to be charged a fee for PR.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hong
yeah.
Kong, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
nothing's free over here.
But it's the
Yeah.
last fee. It's permanent, right? Like after that.
Well, and then you got to make sure that you don't
Every
stay
3
away
years,
too long.
yeah. It's every 3
Yeah,
years. So basically,
yeah.
36 months, you got to keep coming back.
You can do like your sister. You stay here for like
Yes.
half an hour. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
You can literally just come in, get out, chop, and go back in, and you're
Yeah.
done. Yeah,
Where
but
does she
still-
live, though?
She's in UK.
Okay.
But she has to come back every. We're born in Hong Kong, but we still have to come back every 3 years, just because we're not Chinese.
But even didn't they change it now?
No, they actually changed after '97, where if you don't have any Chinese blood or nationality in you,
Ah.
you have to come back. Whether
What
you're
if you have a
like-
Chinese wife?
No, wife doesn't. I do.
What?
Yeah, the kids won't. I will still have to.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, it's absolutely racist law, but you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Yeah.
The usual disclaimer. All the opinions are
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
belong to Vivek.
Hey.
I think all the laws are reasonable.
Exactly,
And I
yeah.
think they should discriminate against anyone who's not Chinese.
Yeah.
Because Hong Kong is okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a good thing. All right, so Pizza Express. I remember even working with you guys, Pizza Express, when you had the launch of the Saipoon branch.
Yeah.
And what they did is okay. There was a party. I
Oh, the
was
one
help-
that closed down.
I don't know about that,
No.
but like basically, yeah. So they actually had the party, and I remember it was the launch of that store, and also it was kind of a get together for friends and family or whatever. And I actually brought one of my aunts as well to join. She's not the type of, you have some family that just don't go out. They're like, yeah, I'm fine at home. I'm like, trust me, this is good food. No, you can bring it over. I'm not gonna go there. She came with us that night, and she was like, wow, this is what people do. This is pretty good. And I'm like,
She lives in Hong Kong.
She lives in
and
Hong Kong.
She's just like
50, 60 years.
Right.
She's gotten to that point in her life where she's like, I'm comfortable at home. I don't like going out anymore. But I insisted because I was like, I'm going to be emceeing. She's never seen me do a show
Right.
before. And also, you get free pizza. She's like, all right, fine, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I remember that night. And then after that, the one that was the most impressive was the pizza bake-off, where you guys had your members or basically your what did Pizza Express called?
Yeah, it was the club.
Yeah, it was a
Club.
club, yeah. And then they would basically bring their families, parents and kids, come watch a pizza bake-off where they get to vote which pizza they prefer. And between...
Oh, that's so fun.
It was very cool.
Was it
Yeah,
it your
it's good
idea?
fun. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll take all credit for it.
At this point, why not? Yeah.
I'd come up with ideas, and the team would have to just go,
Now we
Right.
got to execute
all right,
it.
let's make this better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fine.
It's
He's
something
like,
that we're prepared to
yeah.
do.
Liam comes in, I want fighting. And they're like,
Right.
oh, God, here we go.
I think
Yeah.
one cultural difference that I have always like kind of grappled with is that when I was living in China and here a little bit as well, is that when you're the boss, when you're managing people and you have an idea, no matter how wacky it is, they tend to always go like, all right, well, like they would be afraid to push back a little bit. Did you struggle with that? Like as in like, no one is really pushing back on like ideas?
Yeah, at times, certain people, I don't know, for want of a better term, unlocked.
Right.
And certain people are probably unlocked a little too well.
Right. Now they're like, every idea you say, they're like, that's shit. You should not say that to people.
He's like, good morning. No, it sucks. It sucks, man.
You're like, hey, can you go back to being a little bit more Chinese?
Exactly.
Just obey the boss.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I really don't like that, and I know that some of my ideas are not great.
Right.
And they're not going to progress much more than a bit of a conversation.
Right.
So I'm fine for people to sort of push back.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest to unlock.
Did you hear that, Liam's colleagues at this point in your life?
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, okay, how did Bakehouse come about? So you're running Pizza Express, blah, blah, and you joined 5 weeks ago. So when did Bakehouse come in the conversation?
So I finished up at Pizza Express towards the end of last year.
When you say finish up, like what happened?
Well, the whole company's been restructuring.
So clearly someone's walking up the stairs with pizza and Yara is smelling it. And she's like, that's not Pizza Express. I can tell it's not. We don't want none of that.
Yeah, my dog, who's usually silent for some reason, decided that
she's expressing herself. Look at what I did there. Yeah. So, all right. So Pizza Express, basically, you decided at some point, you're like, okay, enough's enough. Maybe I want to change. You optimized everything possible.
No. There was still plenty. I think there was a lot to go at, but things change.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Time to move on. Just 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years.
I think
a long
honestly,
time.
it
was great to have done everything that I did. The opportunities I got were fantastic.
Yeah.
And turns out it's been a great time to leave as well.
Yeah.
And did Bakehouse poach you, or did you?
I had been in contact with the founders of Bakehouse for a while, just sort of chatting away.
And the founder, is it the guy whose name is on the bag?
Greg.
The French name?
Greg. So Greg is he was the Four Seasons pastry chef.
All right.
And they started the company 10 years ago. And it started as a sort
applying
of wholesale.
for hotels, right?
Yeah, wholesale. So, and his business partner, Fred, they launched the company, and then about 5 years ago launched One Chai, so a retail offer, and that just went gangbusters.
When did they start? I feel like I've been here for 4 years, and I feel like they only exploded like 3 years ago.
I think
like COVID.
I think
basically.
there was a tipping point. Probably pre-COVID, where it started to get really popular.
Yeah.
But my memories of the line was really big for dine-in for quite a while, and takeaway, because I lived around the corner.
Yeah.
I was like, takeaway is quick, bang, 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 bung in, get something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Soho one that I have a...
Yeah,
like
so
a
the
clear
Soho
memory
one,
of.
I can tell you this, I got to know the Soho one before the One Chai one, because I'd passed by number one. And number two, I saw a lot of articles about how the chef used to work at Four Seasons and supplies hotels, and you're like, oh, let me eat some of this. And you walk in, you're like, oh, God, this is going to be like $50 for like a croissant kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you walk in like, oh, okay, this seems all right.
I think the price point was just genius.
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
absolute affordable luxury is where and proper affordable luxury.
And I think that's the thing initially, because remember, you're jumping from people who are used to $5 egg tarts to like a $12 egg tart.
I remember paying for bread at one place, and they're like, "How much bread do you want?" And they sliced it, and then they weighed it. And
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure I paid $40 for 4 slices of bread.
I'm not surprised.
I'm like,
what?
I've never seen a big... Is it like a super high-end one? Did you weigh it?
it didn't feel super high.
Yeah.
It certainly felt heavy. I think the scale felt heavy. But
Right.
I mean, I'll give you this
Crumbs.
though. Honestly, because my first time trying Bakehouse, and I had read some articles of the egg tart and the croissants, those are the key things you got to try, the signature things, right? So I remember going down there. First of all, the fact that I lived nearby gave me the edge of being able to go there at 9 a.m. After I wake up, I'm like, let me get some of the freshest food I can get, right?
Yeah.
I get that and go back home and eat it. And I know half of the good taste came from knowing that I beat the crowd. That just made it taste better,
Yeah.
right? However, I will give you this, though, is that I've eaten croissant before, and usually you're so used to like, oh, it's been sitting there for a while or whatever. And when I ate it, I was like, this is not sticky. This is not, the gooey kind of thing. This is actually like, I can feel the flakes. And the weird thing is that I'd never eaten something like that not at home. basically I've eaten it at fancy restaurants like, oh yeah, well duh, it's supposed to be, where you have the expectation. I think what it blew me away the most is that I didn't have that expectation. I came home with that and said like, hold on a second, this should not be this flaky. This should be soggy and gooey. And then after that, I'm like, oh, this is it, man. This is good stuff.
Yeah. You want things that are freshly baked and
Yeah.
things like that. So, I mean, the fact that there's a lot of demand and things just keep turning over, everything's
Yeah.
fresh all the time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it makes a huge difference.
I feel like a few questions that would come, like if someone is talking to, if a regular listener would have the chance to ask you questions, I feel like some questions would be like, okay, a lot of bakeries have like the typical answer to like what makes it so good is like good ingredients, high end, like blah blah blah. Do you have another secret in terms of why it's consistently good?
It's the flicking of the bags, dude. I'm telling you. yeah.
Look, it's all those things. It's good ingredients. It's quality control. It's ensuring that it's being made the same consistently. So, I mean, consistency in F&B is just it's make or break.
Yeah.
I've always been told there is one strategy in F&B, and that's operate well. So that's so important. And then the freshness of things. So it being cooked and then sold really quickly in
What do
between.
you guys do with the leftovers if there's leftovers at the end of the night?
We certainly make some donations to Feeding Hong Kong.
Okay. Have you thought of
done-
making donations to your friends?
Like you walk in, you're like, hey guys, just wanted to say there's an audio recording. I just want to show you. Every night is the same. They're like, he's back again.
When does the Soho one close?
9? I mean.
Never.
Never. Yeah, not for you, buddy.
When they're sold out.
Okay, and so how did because the egg tart, as far as I understand, is not the traditional recipe that the traditional Hong Kong one has, or the Portuguese one. It's quite a different thing.
So the base is
Sourdough, right?
What's much more the
The flaky
croissant,
one, right?
croissant pastry.
Okay.
Well, that's probably not the right term, but yeah. So
I bet you some like bakery connoisseurs going like, oh, this guy knows nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's certainly that's different, and then
And that's the founder, what's
secrets
his
above
name?
the line. Gregoire.
Gregoire, that's his creation.
Yeah.
Because to me, that is just like mind bending. How good that is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
must say.
Yeah, it's the egg tarts particular are
I think-
crazy good.
Oh.
So this is what I'm
That's
curious.
actually my friend who lives across the street. That's the one she struggled with the most.
Yeah.
She
I
just
had
like
w-
stops by and gets like 5.
Yeah.
I had one of the Uzu donuts the other day, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
that was surprising.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the chocolate donut as well. That's pretty brutal, man. It's like it's really good to the point you're like, I'll have half. You know, you won't. You're gonna have the whole
Yeah,
thing.
no one's
Is there?
that
You have Causeway Bay,
Yeah.
TST
One chai.
TST, and One Chai, and
And
Soho.
Soho.
Correct?
and Stanley. There's a really
Oh.
small one in Stanley.
Oh, okay.
See if you can find it.
Ooh, okay. I will
Is
look
it
out
like
for
inside a ball or something?
No, it's God, I need to describe the street better.
We'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it my adventure. When I go to Stanley, I'm gonna definitely look. for
Well,
that.
I'm sure you'll be there for Dragon Boat.
Yeah, we'll go see. I'm sure by that time you'll see people with the bags. They're like, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from? Tell me where. All right, so let me ask you this though. Okay, people who are in F&B, how many of them actually are people who really like the food versus just there for the job? Because I find with F&B, there's a certain level of passion you have to have as well if you want to be in that. It's like,
You've got to be a bit of a nut.
yeah, exactly. You have to have, well, not that everything should have nuts because in case of the allergies, but the point, I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. So, because I find that certain creative fields, you can kind of get away, but certain things you can't. Like, I think F&B is one of those things that you have to thoroughly enjoy because you're surrounded by it. You know, you can't pretend. Like, for example, with comedy, you can pretend to be a lover of comedy, but actually you just want to get the spotlight and feel the ego massage and everything. But with F&B, I feel, isn't that the case that if you don't like it and you really don't enjoy that F&B, it's going to kick you out naturally?
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy it. I think if you're a chef, you've got to have some
it's
level
brutal,
of,
right? I
yeah,
mean-
you've got to have some level of passion behind it.
Yeah.
Similarly, you know, in pretty much all areas of it, the only area that I've seen people that don't that seem to get away with it is probably marketing. Some people
yeah.
from marketing, and it's typically the less successful marketeers.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are just trying to blag it.
Well, if
Sure.
anything, I would want marketers who don't like our product because they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get it out of the company. Yeah.
They just don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't get it as much. I think that shines through when people don't. There's nothing worse, and I've certainly not encountered it in Bakehouse, but I really hated it whenever you'd sit down with another employee at Pizza Express, and it was very rare, but occasionally they'd say, "No, I don't eat pizza."
And you're like,
Right.
what?
Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, even this, like if you're in a shop where it smells like something you don't eat for 12 hours or
Yeah.
whatever, that's torture.
well, they'd often be in the head office,
Right.
and you'd be like, "Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're spending all this time working
Yeah.
on pizza. Oh, blah, blah, blah."
It's just a job.
Just
or
need a
whatever.
job. I pay my bills and stuff. That one of
Yeah.
things.
So
Yeah.
3 questions about Bakehouse products that are gonna get from easy to difficult. The easiest one is, what's your best seller?
Egg tart.
Egg tarts. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a volume, like a number of egg tarts, roughly? Obviously.
I know they limit how many you can buy at a go.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, dude. Like because like
He seems to
so-
learn about this. Just
yeah.
No.
It is fair because like there have been people.
Are
like,
you worried about
no,
people
it's been-
reselling them?
It's yeah.
Really?
So if you particularly the TST shop, I'm pretty confident that there are people putting it online across the border.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised.
Parallel import.
Oh,
What?
absolutely. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, it won't be that good in like 6 hours.
Oh, buddy.
I mean,
But-
6 hours is a long time.
But
Yeah.
still.
You could do it in an hour. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah,
private
because I
band.
remember I bought them once at like 7 p.m. because my family had just come and like, you guys should try the egg tarts, and then next time I'm like, I should get them in the morning.
Yeah, okay.
They're
I'll
not
admit-
as good.
I'll
Sorry.
admit. So I'll admit the
Yeah.
one issue I have is the chocolate cookies after 7 p.m. I can definitely feel the difference.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been sitting there. I don't blame it. It's my fault for getting it late. But
I mean, that's not even Bakehouse fault. It's just any bakery.
It's just time,
right?
dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just- I mean, what
It's
are you
just
gonna do?
time.
Well, we'll have a look at the schedule.
Okay, I can definitely
Yeah.
tell you that because every time I've ever had the cookies after 7 p.m., it's always cut a little more powdery. Doesn't have that crisp edge to it. So that's the one issue. But the other thing, though, is that for a beginner bakery loverish person, in other words, someone who's never really gotten to this level of food, there must be a certain amount of people who could not appreciate it. For example, if I've never drunk red wine before, I'm drinking it first time. All I feel is just that overall flavor. I don't even know the small notes and everything. Would you say in Bakehouse or bakery in general, is there a beginner, then you get into this? Like, for example, I feel if I go straight into the strawberry Danish, that's way too many things happening. Where I'm just like, I strawberry, I know that one. Everything else is just sugar to me.
Yeah.
But if I start off with something like the egg tart, I'm like, okay, this I can work with. And then I get used to it, then I go with the next one.
Yeah. I suppose I think from the bread perspective, it depends on what you grew up eating, but a lot of there's some pretty industrial strength Hong Kong white bread.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Have every cha chan thing.
Yeah.
Their white bread is white. yeah,
Bright.
yeah, it's bright, buddy.
And so I think you can pretty much go into any of the other breads that we have, but if you start with a baguette or something like that,
Yeah.
the gradient of change is just enormous from the heavily industrialized into a baguette, or you start getting into sourdoughs. And
But
things
have
like
you
that.
had like? Because okay, this is my take. I say this because I really do enjoy Bakehouse. I'm not saying this because they're here. And I found that my growth was from obviously the egg tart because that was the beginning because that's what everyone's talking about. But I felt that the beginning one was the croissant, just to learn that bread doesn't have to be the typical soggy bread.
Yeah.
That you have all these different layers, it's crunchy, this and everything. And then going from there to the sourdough bread and then the brioche. Simply because, like, again, a person who grew up with, let's say, at best wheat bread from Garden to, you know, what you have there, it's way too big of a jump. Where I'm just confused. I'm like, why is it crunchy? Why is it this? Why is it that? There's too many things. And that's what I find in Hong Kong, that a lot of people they see it, and we're so used to, like, well, bread is bread. I mean, what do I care?
Well, some people, I've certainly heard the feedback given, oh, this bread tastes like acid.
Huh.
Sourdough?
Yeah,
Right,
sour.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like-
That's actually true. I mean, because
I guess that's a
know-
local kind of like
Because we're
take
not used
on
to
it, right?
that.
Yeah.
Because it's fundamentally foreign to
Correct, yeah.
Exactly.
to people.
Because
So it is.
sourness, especially in the bread, you're like, this must not
Yeah,
be
that
good.
doesn't
This
make
must have
sense.
gone bad.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's like the kid with drinking beer going like, the hell am I drinking? This is crazy.
But you're sitting there ordering sourdough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying the words.
Yeah.
So going back to Ektar, so you say bestseller, how many on like volume you think?
I couldn't say,
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot.
A lot,
Is
yeah.
it in like hundreds of thousands? That's
The
a lot.
competitor
That's a lot
next
of,
door is listening right now. Vision Bakery, you have
Fine.
nothing on it. Don't worry. Yeah.
You can go down, you can stare in the window, press your nose up
Yeah.
against the window. And
Yeah,
close
I mean,
back.
yeah, you can just do it.
Get your stopwatch out.
I will do that.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay, so second question: what is your what do you think is very underrated? That people go like, you're like, how are people not appreciating this more? It's gonna get more difficult. The third question. is
I
more-
think I would know this one
Okay.
just from a
Yeah.
viewer point of view. The ham and cheese croissants.
Oh yeah.
I feel that's not going simply because and this is me thinking as well. Where
yeah,
I'm like,
because people have taste. They don't even want to eat ham. That's
well, number one
disgusting.
that. Okay, yes, Mo, you know the taste of that, right? So this is the thing, because I'm looking, I'm like, the famous one's a croissant, and you're putting ham and cheese, two items I can easily buy on my own, and I'm like, doing that, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's so special? Because I think this, like, it doesn't tell me anything about the ham or the cheese. There's no specific explanation, like, is that particular special cheese, special ham? And I'm like, why would I just get that added on? I want to eat the
Yeah.
croissant.
Have you had it yet?
The ham and cheese one? I've had it once, and I was like, okay, this is all right. But it's not like, whoa, this changes the game completely, buddy. Oh my God, I've been missing out. I'm just like, this was ham and cheese and my croissant. I get it.
But yeah, no, the question is more like, what do you think is underrated? Like you think should go more?
There's a apple pie cookie.
Apple
Oh,
pie cookie.
You know what? Every day I see
I've
it.
never even. Yeah, I don't think
Try
I
it.
spotted it.
Try it.
So you think it's like underrated?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
It's one
I-
of
It's a sleeper.
that's happening
It's
tonight.
a sleep. That's that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third question, which is the most difficult one, what do you hope as just like fan of the brand that you're like, maybe we shouldn't do that. It's almost like okay, in our word, that's kind of like a hack, right?
You know it works, but you're like,
You know it works, but
Yeah.
you're like, I wish we don't.
I don't know yet. It's probably too early to have one.
Yeah.
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 Next time.
I will follow up with you in like a month.
Oh,
You're like, have you
oh.
made up your mind?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think should go?
We'll just record that conversation on phone.
Yeah. Oh, is there something
We
from-
have just delisted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something that you personally wouldn't eat from the Bakehouse offerings?
Not yet. Not.
So you just eat everything.
Yeah. Everything's been. Yeah.
What do you hope to add to the lineup?
Yeah, what's the one thing from Melbourne you're missing that you want to put into that menu?
Don't say marmalade.
You
Shit.
Yeah,
Please don't do
Vegemite,
that.
you
Do you mean
mean?
Vegemite?
Vegemite, yeah.
The
Not marmalade, yeah,
Marmalade's
Vegemite.
pretty
yeah.
good, dude.
Yeah, marmalade is good. You're right. Yeah.
The Vegemite scroll.
And watch Bakehouse just
Yeah, just
the
exactly.
line just fades away.
Implodes. Because the MD wants to eat home.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone's like, "Where's the vegetables?" They're like, "No, it's the veg." Forget it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so early in the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you add pizza to the take your pizza experience?
You'd never say never, would you?
No, listen, my job is to ask the difficult questions, okay? Not to ask you the questions you want to hear. You have a lot of pizza experience. It seems to me that makes sense.
All right.
Well, yeah.
One thing I do want to know now, as comedians, we always get that expectation whenever you do family visits or whatever. They're like, what's the new joke? What are you bringing us? Like now,
Yeah.
has it come to a point in your life because your family now must know the FMBU, and so everywhere you go, are you limited? Like even though your friends like, I actually like that place, you're like, I can't, I cannot be seen. I cannot be holding that bag.
Like in Hong Kong or when I go back home to...
Let's go Hong Kong because overseas I think you can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I
over
can
here, like, do you miss other bakeries? And are you afraid one day to be found, by the paparazzi?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, look at him having an egg McMuffin.
No, I think part of my job, and certainly when I was doing pizza, was eat a lot of pizza. Eat as much as the competition, understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm fine walking into any bakery, ordering anything. I had a really bad chicken pie the other day from I can't even think which bakery it was.
Just some random mom and pop bakery?
Was it a place that rhymes with Pardon Pfizer?
No. Really local.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
trying to understand.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, yeah.
Trying to understand what, because it's foreign for me.
Yeah.
But
So let me guess. The chicken pie that you had was the insides 2 small pieces of chicken, a lot of mushroom, some of cream of mushroom soup kind of cream
oh
thing.
no, it wasn't the cream. It was a darker sort of.
I think I know which
creamy
one.
Oh, the
thing.
rectangular one? Oh,
It's
is
a-
it that?
I think it's a
pie.
chain. It's the one that
Yeah.
like the chain with like yellow sign.
Oh, the one that sells that they're like
the
egg tart.
pie.
Oh,
yeah. I think
know.
that's where you went because those are the
think
had the
so.
worst like
Yeah,
chicken pies I've ever had in my entire life.
I didn't get through all of it.
Yeah, no, I used
But-
to live next to one in TST. And I
Drunken
just,
food.
yeah, well, not even because they closed at like 4 p.m. It was just like I would rush to the office in the morning. I was working in the office, and I always just fall for it. I'm like, fuck, I don't have breakfast, and then I just grab one, and it's always bad, and I just
Yeah.
wouldn't learn my lesson.
But yeah, I go to. I remember the first time I came to Hong Kong. I
Pie
had
and tart, I think is the name. Of it.
I had tuna bread. You know where they bake the bread and the tuna's kind of on the
Inside,
inside.
yeah, with a lump
Yeah.
of mayonnaise tuna.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the bloody hell is this? And it was a happy mixture. The bread was just super sweet, but it was like it was like a
Yeah.
little dumpling, wasn't it? It was like a bread dumpling. Oh, well, bloody hell, this is a bit different.
Have you ever thought of guerrilla tactics of literally standing outside other bakeries and just like giving out egg tarts? And just like
But
really like,
where's the upside in that?
that's true actually. Yeah, I think at this point I don't feel Bakehouse's brand needs that kind of guerrilla marketing.
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
No.
Hopefully never. You'll never need to get
One
there.
last question. What do you hope to improve in the Bakehouse experience for a customer, from a customer's perspective?
From a customer's perspective.
I bet you can be self-service checkout. like
Look, I love that there's a queue there.
Sure. That's a good problem to have. That's I don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be great to shrink the queue, speed up the service a little bit.
Speed up the service. And how do you, as a manager, how do you plan to achieve that? Is it just like training people to go faster? Is it like bigger display? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I mean,
it's too early.
I'll give
but-
you my take on this. There is a certain joy of having to line up for 4 to 5 people in front of you.
Yeah,
and it gets
yeah.
to your turn and you get it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think tipping point's probably. I think 10 is too much.
That's too much. Yeah.
You love Johnny, not love, but 2 to 4 is perfect for
Correct.
a queue.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if you can kind of all day have a queue of 4 people,
Yeah.
just constantly,
Yeah.
I think everyone's winning.
I mean, honestly, if you give me a
that'd be the dream.
certain quota, like let's say a tab, and I could just walk in and like every day I'm allowed, let's say $40 tab, I will be happy to line up and just fill that line up for one spot if I need to, you know.
I wanna have two different ways to close, because one of them can close now, and one is that I'm gonna give you feedback and you might not like it. So and then we'll cut it.
Yeah.
So I can say thank you, Liam, right now, or I can tell you what I think you might not like. So which
Oh,
one you
go.
choose?
So basically, if people hear this part of the podcast
Exactly.
and it ends,
That
they know
means-
that was a bad question. at the
Exactly.
end.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What do you
well,
think? Yeah.
Well, that was insightful. We definitely learned something that nobody else will ever know about.
So to recap, I started the thing, and then we went straight to
We
this.
went just silence. It wasn't your earphones dropping
wasn't,
out.
yeah.
It wasn't your podcast app just failing. It was us deciding, you know what? I think we want to go straight to the end of the podcast because I feel that
I thought we did.
We did, yeah. We actually did, yeah.
However, there is another part of the podcast when I think we take it one step further.
Yes.
Which is the Patreon, patreon.com/ohopod. And we're going to have Liam on the Patreon for another 15-20 minutes when we do a deep dive on one of the topics we talked about in the free episode. Liam Collette, thank you so much for joining us
Hey, thank
on
you.
Ho Hong Kong. How do people... I was gonna say, look, that's
do people
usually how we
find you?
close. Yeah, the close
Yeah.
episode. How do people find you?
LinkedIn.
And I don't think you have a strong online presence, right?
Yeah, I'm hopeless at it. I don't. I put a time limit on how much time I can
Social media and
social
everything?
media for
Yeah.
myself. I'm on LinkedIn is probably the
Yeah.
the place
closest.
to find me.
Yeah.
But do you hang out at one of the big houses? Like, I guess it's only the one sit down is one chai, right?
Yeah, only sit down one is one chai.
And do
so
you go there a lot?
I over-index there relative to all of them. because
Fair enough.
I have.
Will you do
who I have meetings
drop-ins?
with.
Will you do like random
Oh,
drop-ins?
yeah,
and just like,
yeah, I'll be there.
You might. Maybe the person in front of you right now is Liam. You have no
Hello?
idea. Yeah.
Do you get everything for free?
No, I do get a
Ah.
staff discount.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
How much is your discount?
I think it's 25%.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad at
And
all.
we are recruiting as well. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
there you
la
go. That's one announcement. What are the requirements? Do they have to be PR?
I don't think so. They need to be
Work
legal.
visa,
I mean,
Yeah.
you can give them a visa, right, as an employer.
Yeah,
So who are you? What are the positions?
certainly bakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so jump on the Bakehouse website.
There you go.
Yeah, we're like all of F&B at the moment.
Yeah.
They're
Looking for people.
looking for people.
Very good.
Well, there you
Get
go.
baking Hong Kong.
Exactly. 25% discount if you work for them. If not, just pay full price. Whatever. I mean, what's the problem over here?
Bakehouse is basically a powerhouse of Hong Kong bakeries at the moment. Congrats on all the success.
Hey,
Congrats
thank
on
you.
joining them.
Yeah.
5 weeks in. We'll probably have you back in another year when you have 30 fucking branches all over the city.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, you should kill all of these guys on Typing Shannon. Just open a big house here.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of these
It would
guys
be
are just
over.
yeah. A lot of these guys just like their parents just give them some money to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
So just
Yeah. My parents didn't give me the money.
Well, that's the mistake, buddy.
Liam, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Brilliant.